Hey guys, it's Voodoo from Trailcations, and today we're going to learn how to repair holes in our down jackets and down sleeping bags and fix them up so you don't have to worry about spending another couple hundred or a couple $1,000s on this high-end gear. So let's get to it and let's learn a few things. First of all, it's like 85 degrees and I'm sweating, so we're going to take off the jacket. Okay, so you can do this repair in the field. I've done it in my tent or stopped at lunch when I've gotten a big tear and quickly patched up my jacket or my sleeping bag in just a few minutes. So first of all, what do you even use to patch a jacket? There's a couple things you can use. You can go the old hiker trash route and take your duct tape that you wrap around your hiking pole and use that as a patch in a pinch. No problema if you get my drift, but there's better ways to do it that'll last longer. Some of the fabrics that they use for sleeping bags and high-end down clothing are very fragile and they can tear pretty easily. You don't want to sew these unless you are the manufacturer or you're really good at sewing like my mom is. And instead, you want to put tape on them, some sort of patch, and the reason is that when you sew into this fabric, it's so delicate that even the tiniest holes will create an opening for your down feathers to come out or your stuffing of your sleeping bag. So don't do that. You can try. Let me know in the comments how that worked out for you and I'll be very impressed. Let me introduce you to my good old friend Tenacious tape. Now there's a bunch of different varieties out there of this kind of tape. Basically what it is a roll of tape meant for high-end clothing. So you can see fabric repair tape is a type of adhesive tape specifically designed for repairing fabric and textiles. It's often used to mend tears, holes, and rips in clothing, tents, backpacks, and other fabric-based products. The tape is typically made from strong, flexible materials such as nylon, polyester, or a blend of fibers, which allows it to securely adhere to fabric surfaces. Fabric repair tape comes in rolls or pre-cut patches of different sizes and shapes, providing flexibility in different repair needs. Some fabric repair tapes are waterproof or have strong adhesive properties that allow them to bond well to different fabrics. To use fabric repair tape, clean the area to be repaired with an alcohol-based solution, ensuring the fabric is free of dirt, oil, and other contaminants. Then cut a piece of the tape to the desired size and shape. Usually round is best so none of the corners catch. And then apply it directly over the damaged area. It is important to press the tape firmly to ensure proper adhesion. Once applied, fabric repair tape can provide a temporary or sometimes even permanent solution to fix the fabric, depending on the quality of the tape and the extent of the damage. It's worth noting that while fabric repair tape can be a convenient and quick solution for minor repairs, it may not always provide the same durability and aesthetic as traditional sewing or patching methods. For more extensive damage or long-term repairs, consult a professional tailor, seamstress, or fabric repair specialist. If the gear can't be saved, check out some sale items or secondhand clothing auction sites like Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay to get a good deal on a replacement item. So you can see here, it's got solid backing and then it's a clear tape that's got an adhesive on it that is activated with heat on your skin. So it peels away like this. This is kind of dirty. We've had it for a little while, but brand new Tenacious tape will get you covered. And what I like about the roll is that it's pretty long and you can cut pieces off of it to bring on trips. So like this was from, I don't know, a long weekend backpacking. And I didn't think I was gonna be doing a lot of bushwhacking and didn't really need a whole lot, so I took this. Now, on a through hike, when you're out for a few months, I might take maybe a 3x3 piece, 3 inches by 3 inches piece of tenacious tape. And so what you do is you just cut it off the roll. So you don't have to pack this whole thing, and bring it with you. And you can see here from my Continental Divide Trail through hike attempt, all the different holes or circles I had cut out of this to patch my jacket and my sleeping bag. And so what's great is you can just cut a tiny little piece off and it will do the trick. The holes in your jacket are usually pretty small, or your sleeping bag, and you just cut a little piece and you can reuse this for months at a time. And the great thing is that when you need to get a new, or when you run out of tenacious tape on the trail, many gear stores carry it, or Walmart carries it. There's lots on Amazon, and there'll be links to those products in the description down below. Materials you will need are your torn jacket or sleeping bag, cleaning supplies such as alcohol wipes or hand sanitizer or rubbing alcohol and cotton swabs. You'll need some scissors, and finally fabric repair tape. Our favorite is the Gear Aid tenacious tape, but we've also used duct tape, Luco tape, and athletic tape with decent results. First, inspect the jacket or sleeping bag, looking for tears, rips, and holes. High wear places such as sleeves and zippers tend to accumulate more rips. Seams can also open up and lose down feathers or stuffing. And finally, burn holes from hot ash can occur when you sit next to a campfire. When you find a rip, gently trim away any loose feathers or strands of fabric with some scissors. You want the jacket or sleeping bag surface to be as smooth as possible, so the fabric repair tape easily adheres to the surface. Next, carefully clean the area around the rip with some sort of alcohol-based solution. You can apply rubbing alcohol with cotton swabs, aka Q-tips. You can wipe first aid alcohol wipes on the area, or pour a small amount of hand sanitizer around the ripped area. Let the alcohol application dry completely. While the alcohol is drying, measure the amount of fabric repair tape you'll need to cover the ripped area, cutting the patch into an oval or circular shape. Make sure you give yourself at least 1/4 inch or 6 millimeters extra on all sides around the rip, so the repair tape has some fabric to stick to. You can use a pen to draw a circular shape on the fabric repair tape, or just eyeball it. Cut out an oval or circular patch shape from the fabric repair tape. Don't leave any corners or pointy edges on the patch, as they will make it easier for the patch to catch and fall off. The rounder, the better. Double check that the patch will cover up the torn area by placing the cutout patch next to the tear. If it's too small, cut a new, larger patch out. Next, remove the backing off the patch tape using your fingernails, a safety pin, or other thin surface. Gently bending the patch can help to peel off the backing. Finally, place the clear patch tape on top of the cleaned, dry rip. Press down with your fingers on the patch, applying heat from your skin and pressure from your fingertips for about 20 to 30 seconds. The longer you apply pressure, the more likely the patch will stick. Repairing holes on seams. The same instructions apply, but take extra caution when using scissors to clean up the torn area. Don't cut any seams or loose threads if possible, as this will make the problem worse. Make sure the patch is large enough to cover where any threads have come undone to prevent the seams from continuing to loosen. Repairing holes on sleeves. If the rip affects the inside and outside of the sleeve, cut one big patch instead of 2 smaller patches. Fold the one big patch in half with a fold on the outer edge of the wrist hole of the sleeve, like you're folding up a tortilla or pita bread. 2 smaller patches will fall off much easier than one large patch. repairing holes next to the zipper. These can be tricky. Depending on how much fabric is left on the zipper, a single patch of fabric repair tape may work just fine. However, if there's little fabric left on the zipper, fabric repair tape by itself probably won't last very long. You may need to use a combination of patches and super glue, duct tape, or thread to bind the patch to the zipper fabric. Just don't get any glue or tape in the teeth of the zipper or you'll have issues closing the zipper up. Repairing large holes on jackets and sleeping bags. For holes, rips, and tears bigger than the fabric repair tape you have on hand, you can use duct tape, Leukotape, or athletic tape to patch the affected area. Alternatively, you can cut off the sticky parts of a Band-Aid and use the flexible fabric to cover the ripped area. Your jacket or sleeping bag will also look super unique afterwards. Cleaning your patched jacket or sleeping bag. You can safely wash your down jacket and sleeping bags with the fabric repair tape patches, just like you would normally wash any down item. Make sure the washer and dryer heat level is as low as possible and only use special detergent made for down items. Some of the patches may fall off, especially during the drying cycle, where you use tennis balls or special down laundry balls to break up the down clumps. However, many of the patches we put on our jackets and sleeping bags have lasted years and many wash cycles. After you're done patching your jacket or sleeping bag, make sure you throw all your trash away, including micro trash from the fabric repair tape patch. If you're doing a repair in the backcountry, leave no trace by collecting all the trash into a plastic bag and throwing it out in a trash can when you return to civilization. What do you use to repair your torn jacket or sleeping bag if you don't have fabric repair tape? We've done some backcountry repairs on fabric with a variety of materials if we don't have fabric repair tape on hand. Some good alternatives to fabric repair tape are duct tape, Leukotape, which is used for blisters, athletic or KT tape, the sticky part of a Band-Aid, or a combination of sewing and some super glue. Some of these methods last longer than others, but the point is to get your gear patched up temporarily until you get access to fabric repair tape, a gear repair shop or tailor, or purchase a new piece of gear. At what point do you replace your gear? If your jacket or sleeping bag just isn't keeping you warm, despite cleaning the down in the washing machine, or your clothing is actually more duct tape than fabric, it might be time to replace your gear. Usually, wear and tear isn't included in many warranties for outdoor gear, but it can't hurt to double check to see if your rip, tear, or burns fall under a warranty. To find the best prices on replacement gear, check out clothing auction sites like Poshmark, Mercari, eBay, REI Used Gear, or GearTrade.com. So, put your gear repair skills to the test and let me know how it worked out for you, or if you have any recommendations on how best to repair tears, burns, or holes that are in your jackets and sleeping bags. Till next time, happy Trailcations, y'all!